Good evening and welcome back once again to the Multan Cricket Stadium for match 8. Southern Punjab versus KP, and it's Southern Punjab who've decided to bowl first after winning the toss. And this is because what happened yesterday in terms of due, probably the correct decision. The two umpires are ready, and so of course is the team. Few changes at the time of the toss. Starting off with the Southern Punjab, bringing in an extra batsman in Saif Badr, and a quick in left arm Rahat Ali, the left out spinner Umar Khan, and the all-rounder Amir Yamin. Whereas KP, leaving Usman Khan Shinwari out, has been struggling a bit. Junaid Khan's back in the side, and that is the only change that KP has. These are the teams here in front of you, and Basit has joined me.
Yeah, KP after that first game came back into, well, they almost arrived in that second game and showed us what they're capable of. Shah Masood leading Southern Punjab, but Southern Punjab need to lift. There's Fakhr Zaman and Rizwan stride out to the center. There's a big decision about bowling first and chasing. It's about if there be due formation or not. Nobody knows. I did all my calculation: air pressure, temperature, dew point, humidity. No, I still don't have a clue when dew forms or when it doesn't.
His shoes are as dry as sandpaper. Doesn't seem any problem at the moment outside.
No, not at all. No problem at all. But remember, you still got a couple of hours where it could form. So the easy option is to actually to bowl first, and then even if there is no dew, you don't want to take the risk of then finding yourself, if you bat it first and then finding yourself that dew is forming. So I think that was the only factor that decided where you wanted to either bat first or bowl first. Otherwise, I don't think the pitch will change too much. We've not seen it change from the morning game to the evening game either.
Important thing is Southern Punjab haven't won a match yet. They've lost for 2 games. So chasing from the word go will be under pressure. It's always not so easy to keep catching up over after over. But I suppose KP won't mind batting first. Here's the first ball of match 8. Mohammad Rizwan enjoying the opening position, and he's been performing. Fakhr Zaman has been there, just like you say. You talk about me, a bit of this and that. You need yet to see that star performance.
Hit and miss, yeah. Yes, he looked good the other night where he was finding boundaries for fun and then flashed at one and got out. So I think he just needs one innings where he can get his rhythm back. But it's very difficult for a player like Fakhr Zaman. We look at him and you say at the top of the order, he's going to give you the impetus, he's going to go after the bowling. And once there's a drop on form, can he afford the luxury of actually batting a few overs and getting himself in? Because his role normally in any side that he plays is to go after the bowling from the word go.
Southern Punjab losing their first 2 games. That's been a problem there, where you rightly pointed out last evening. Sohaib Maqsood needs to get amongst runs. And then you've got Khushdil Shah in the middle, Hussain Talat also, because these are the guys who the side heavily would rely on to either help them post a big total or get the chase going. Which is why probably they've added Saif Badr today, an extra batsman, leaving out all-rounder Amir Yamin. The other change being Umar Khan, the spinner, left out, and a quick comes in.
Well, so far, it's been good from Muhammad Irfan. He's got a little bit of shape, just shaping away from the left-hander Fakhar Zaman. Also, just looking to get one away. He hasn't played a shot in anger yet. 4 deliveries and 4 dot balls. Another dot, so it's a good start. Just needs to finish the over off. Just maybe leak a single, that's about it. And it'll be, well, not the perfect start, but as close as. There's only been one maiden over in this tournament. That was delivered by Suhail Tanveer. Can Irfan make that tally? No, he can't. A single to end the first. It's one without loss. Rahat Ali back in the team, suffering from a little niggle. That's why he didn't play the earlier games, but we've got 2 bowlers, Muhammad Irfan and Rahat Ali, playing at their home ground. They play in Multan and both bowl left arm, slightly different angles, but they've been playing in this stadium for quite a while. The stadium with, yeah, it's a sci-fi series, so it's a stadium in space. We look at the stars all around, so it's being brought to you via space. But Sikandar, before I forget, I need to say thank you. You waited here patiently and made sure that there was somebody in the comm box as proceedings were going to start, while myself and Mazhar Arshad were enjoying a Multani delicacy.
Which is?
Golgappe.
Wow. There we go, that's another drone shot. That's amazing. Wish it was full house, which Multan definitely doesn't shy away from. It would have been really loud here. They don't have any, well, not many options in spin Southern Punjab. They've only got that leg spin of Zahid Mahmood. You're just thinking when you see Fakhar Zaman struggling a bit against the ball that goes away from him, spin I'm talking about, that option isn't available. They've added another quick Rahat Ali.
Well, so far just 2 runs scored. Rahat Ali does get the ball to swing back in to the right-hander. There is evidence of that, but he started it too straight. But this new ball underlies the white ball does swing for a couple of overs, and if they make use of it properly, which, well, you would say that they've only gone for 3 runs in 1.2 overs, so they're making good use of it.
Speaking of Golgappe, when will you be a team man? You come and inform me that you already enjoyed it and everything. You never think of people who are working, if not as hard as you, but they try.
Yesterday, it was a team game. Day before, it was a team game. Today it's on very short notice, so
Individual performance.
no, if you had gone as well, everybody would be on Golgappe and we just have pictures with no sound, so no commentators. But I tell you what, I was very impressed by the technique that Mazhar Arshad applied to those Golgappas. They've come in plastic packets, but the ability to get them out in what 30 seconds flat.
He flashes his bat on him a boundary.
Yeah, too wide. Allowing Rizwan a free swing, and they needed that. They needed a boundary. The first real bad delivery as such because of the width. He just threw his hands at it and it went past point.
Anyhow, so long story short, you're sorted out. You're relaxed. You've done your bit.
No. I was
more.
rushed.
There's more to come.
Yeah, I was rushed. So long story short, I was rushed back into the comm box.
We can't do without.
I think they'll be finished when I go back.
Coming back to the game, Rizwan's been impressive as an opener. He's developed the skill of getting those big shots going, clearing the 30-yard circle at will, and he's getting runs as well. To be a captain, to promote yourself, you need even more to justify that more to your team, to the management.
You are partial to a wicket-keeping captain, Sarfraz, Rizwan, Dhoni. That's your choice. Comes down the track and just manages to muscle it over mid-on. A boundary to end the second. 14 without loss.
Yep, you've got to give it charge and make sure you clear that circle in the power play. Boundary.
Couple of boundaries in that previous over. You know that KP is strong batting lineup, but Irfan with a terrific first over, and it looked as if there was a bit of swing on offer in that first over. And just that drift back in, it's just shaping a little, and once it does shape a little, attacking, it's always going to attack, but the attacking options have to be very careful, and they also limit attacking options as well. You just can't plant your front foot or just can't hit through the line because the ball's not coming straight onto the bat.
You just mentioned my bias towards wicketkeeper batsmen. I never realized that they happen to be wicketkeepers. Ruhail Nazir. Yeah. So it just so happens, yeah, I mean, got no personal liking towards wicketkeepers. But having said that, Mohammad Rizwan has done well. You can actually sense it when you were interviewing him at the time of the toss. He's got a big smile. He seems to be relaxed. They've lost one game. They won one match. It's not like they're right on top. But that's a beautiful picture. Well, it's just a fact that if you're a captain and you're promoting yourself a couple of numbers right at the top, then just at the back of your mind you feel that you have to justify that decision of yours to your teammates. And he's doing that well, performing. Not like the cricket we play, where it's my bat, my ball, I'm going to do everything. So be it if I don't perform.
Irfan's been difficult in this 1.4 over spell. He's got the ball to dart back into Rizwan, which normally Irfan, if anything, gets the ball to move away from the right-hander. And we've not seen a lot of swing. He does have the ability, like we're seeing today, that the ball coming back in, but we've not seen a lot of swing throughout this tournament. But under lights, there is those couple of overs where it does swing and Irfan's making them count.
A touch too close to the body, trying to attempt that cut. Don't want to end up like what we saw with Kamran Akmal last night. He chopped one onto the stumps. But it must be tough. You got the tallest man in world cricket bowling to a batsman who's not that tall. You always got to be on your toes to get that extra bounce under control. He's doing that well. Once again, just trying to get as close as to his body. 3 overs bowled, 16 for none. Bowling change, just that 1 over for Rahat Ali. Bilawal Bhatti comes in. Look at that picture once again. It's beautiful, right in the heart of the city. Well, not really heart of the city, little outskirts, but then you've got this amazing facility, the Multan Cricket Stadium, especially under lights. As good as it gets. So Bilawal Bhatti over the wicket. As we were talking about it, not many spin options from what we've seen. The newer ball has been given to the spinners by most of the teams in the tournament. Today, Shan Masood relying more on quicks or medium paces.
Talking about under lights, we've only seen this on this tour. We've only seen Multan under lights. Come here in the morning, spend all the time in the ground when we go back. It's already around what, 11:30, midnight. So not only are we seeing the lights, the floodlights in the ground, but also Multan lit at night.
And it's being the weekend today, Saturday night. I'm sure that you got plans and you'd like to invite us.
I don't need to invite you. You're always
Tagging along.
you're always going where I'm going, but few people drop out, which I don't like.
Nice one. Slightly shaping away, just playing around it. Sensed that he wanted to give it a charge, but then he just, in the end, tried to open the face of the blade, failing in both.
Yeah, Bilawal Bhatti getting that ball to just angle away and skid off the surface. Yeah, heavily backing their fast bowlers, so this power play needs to be under control. Well, Fakhar Zaman's not under control of that. No control, and no control with the gloves as well. So all around, things not under control.
Unbelievable. To begin with, Fakhar Zaman was just dejected, just walking away. The ball is high in the air. The glove man drops it. Really went high. Fakhar Zaman had just given up on his fate. And have a look at this. What went wrong? It just gets into his gloves and pops out. When things are not going right for you as a team, just nothing seems to work. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Almost got another wicket. Oh, should have got a wicket earlier, but almost got a wicket with this delivery. Just went over the stumps.
What was that attempt? What do you think? What happened there with the keeper?
Well, it's gone a fair distance up in the sky. It's gone really, really high. You say that the gloveman dropped it, but not often that gloveman has to deal with this sort of height. Maybe he just swerved at the end. It didn't look as if he was comfortable under that or balanced under that. Smashed down the ground. Made an awful clunk on the bat, so bottom of the bat. The other factor here is Zishan Ashraf is trying, well, he's right now a part-time keeper. He's taking up the gloves, which he started to really work on his wicket-keeping skills, but he was a pure batsman, and now he's turning himself into a wicket-keeper batsman.
So you've just given him 3 hiding spaces in that. Upish and dropped again. This time it's Rizwan. It was hit hard, backward point, and obviously as a bowler, when you see second time in the same over, you will not be happy.
We saw Central Punjab shell a few, and this one again, this is fairly simple. It's gone straight to him, didn't have to move an inch, in and out. For still Shah.
What's your excuse for this?
I have no excuse.
Both the catches should have been taken, especially by the wicket keeper, and then that's a specialist position. He's good as a fielder, still. This time giving the charge, yeah, that's the mode. If you've been given a chance, then why not make the bowler pay for it further? Boundary to end the over. It's 4 gone, 22 for none. .22 for none after 4. Both Rizwan and Fakhr have been given a life each in the same over of Bilawal Bhatti, the very first over of his. And then to further rub salt in the wound, a boundary on the last ball from Rizwan. A good controlled shot.
Yeah, he wanted to hit it down the ground previously as well, but that time he got closer to the delivery, really, and smashed it over. Rahat Ali. Well, Central Punjab, they drop catches in the beginning and they did bowl pretty well. And that smashed through the offside, and once you drop Fakhr Zaman, well, you're inviting trouble. That has been crashed through the offside.
Yeah, you give that width, he'll hit you there all day long. And he's changed ends, Rahat Ali. He's coming from the far end now. But that was meant to be hit. That was, and especially when you're in the power play, the batsman, all he needs to worry about is how to clear the 30-yard circle.
In the previous game, the stark difference in the fielding standing of Northern and Central Punjab also had a big say in the game. Northern were brilliant in the field. They didn't drop anything. They were very good. Well, maybe one chance, which is very difficult. And here's another chance. Will it be taken? Yes. Third time lucky. Bilawal Bhatti gets underneath that. Fakhr Zaman can't make a dent. He's out for 13. But finally, one is held.
Yeah, Bilawal Bhatti shows everyone how it's done. Now, this was a difficult catch. He's right at the edge of the circle. He's running backwards. Have a look at that. He's running backwards, keeping his eyes on the ball, and make sure that he doesn't do the mistake his teammates have done. So, end of Fakhr Zaman, doesn't dent the opposition at all. And he's out for 13, still struggling for that big score. And the score now is 26 for 1 in the 5th over.
Mohammad Hafiz has been in sublime form, batted beautifully in the previous game. Walks in, he's been in sublime form for the last couple of years in T20 cricket. And they lead all that form because KP seem to be struggling to get the boundaries away.
What exactly do you feel in Fakhar Zaman's innings today? When you watch Fakhar Zaman, whenever he's tried to give the charge, he's just rocketed the ball right straight up. What seems to be the issue, something that he's not doing what he's known for. Trying to live up to his reputation, to go out and hit out when the ball is not available to be hit.
He's quite an unconventional player and he does hit the ball in odd areas, but what I've seen here that he loses, he's not balanced enough to hit that down the ground. He did that previously and went straight up. This one just carried to mid-on. I think T20 is a very difficult game to get back into form once you're out of form because you're always looking to score. But I think what he could do is that, okay, he buckle down, trust his ability and actually give himself time. If he gets a couple in the middle of the bat, then maybe expand his game. Right now he looks out of touch and the risks that he's taking aren't coming off. And the couple of shots that he played, the one that he got dropped, which you were angry with the wicketkeeper and he said it was a dolly, but both of them, I think if Fakhar Zaman's in form, he will, even with that shot, he'll be able to actually stay in position and hit the ball smoothly rather than thrash at it. I thought both of them, because he's trying to get boundaries and his rhythm is off, so he thrashed at them.
Very well stopped there by the fielder in the covers, otherwise this would have just raced its way to the boundary. It was right from the middle of the bat from Rizwan. In fact, sorry, it was Hafiz. Really well stopped. Took all the pace off the ball. Quick run on the last ball of the fifth over, and it's 28 for 1.
एक ओवर बाकी है पावर प्ले में जो बिलावल भट्टी करेंगे। पहले ओवर में बहुत ही बदकिस्मत रहे थे, 2 बार विकेट हासिल करने के मौके पैदा किए लेकिन फील्डर्स ने गंवा दिए। तो यहाँ पर हमें बात करनी चाहिए फ़खर जमान की, जिनका कैच बिलावल भट्टी की गेंद पर विकेट कीपर ने गिराया था, लेकिन अगले ओवर में उन्होंने दोबारा हिट आउट करने की कोशिश की। इतना ज़्यादा भी आपको हवा में नहीं खेलना चाहिए, T20 क्रिकेट ही क्यों ना हो। मरीना,
जिस तरह की उनके पास शॉट्स हैं, टेक्निक है और जिस तरह की आउटफील्ड और विकेट है, मेरा ख्याल है कि अलॉन्ग द ग्राउंड भी अगर खेला जाए तो उसमें काफ़ी आपको रन आराम से मिल जाते हैं। थोड़ी सी गैर जिम्मेदारा शॉट थी, एक चांस मिल गया, सीनियर प्लेयर होने के नाते आपको सोचना चाहिए था।
दूसरी जानिब रिजवान आज सही तरह टाइम नहीं कर सके, नेचुरल नहीं लग रहे इस तर्ज की क्रिकेट में एक ओपनिंग बैट्समैन के तौर पर साहबजादा फरहान ने पहले मैच में ओपनिंग की थी, वो टीम के टॉप स्कोरर थे, लेकिन अगले 2 मैचों में ज़्यादा वक्त डगआउट में एड़ियाँ ठंडे करते हुए गुजारना पड़ा।
एज ए कैप्टन देखने को मिलता है T20 में जिम्मेदारी ली जाती है, अब द ऑर्डर आके अपने ऊपर जिम्मेदारी लेके खेलते हैं प्लेयर्स। रिजवान ने भी ये किया, अच्छी फॉर्म में है, बुरी नहीं है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा ओपनिंग का एक्सपीरियंस आ जाता है।
मोहम्मद हफीज़ अलबत्ता ओपनिंग करते रहे हैं तीनों तर्ज की क्रिकेट में, वो इन दिनों मिडल ऑर्डर में खेल रहे हैं। आज टॉस जीता शान मसूद ने और उन्होंने पहले बॉलिंग करने का ऐलान किया। ये ट्रेंड अब तब्दील होने लगा है, जो पहले 3 दिन तक तमाम ही कप्तान टॉस जीतकर पहले बैटिंग कर रहे थे। ये कल से सबक सीखा है, क्योंकि कल से लो स्कोरिंग मैचेस का एक सिलसिला हमने देखा है। एक रन हासिल कर सके, बहुत अच्छा पुल और हुक शॉट खेलते हैं मोहम्मद रिजवान, लेकिन इतनी अच्छी बैटिंग फॉर्म में लगे नहीं है इस सीज़न के आगाज़ में जिस तरह इंग्लैंड में खेल रहे थे।
कैप्टनसी का भी प्रेशर कहीं ना कहीं आ जाता है, एक टीम को आप लीड कर रहे हैं, स्पेशली ऐसी टीम जिसमें 8 टेस्ट प्लेयर्स हों, और ये हमारे स्कोरर काफ़ी मेहनत से, इनका भी मेहनत का काम है बाहर बैठ के 2 मैचेस कवर करना। मोहम्मद हफीज़ की फॉर्म ज़रूर अच्छी है।
शानदार शॉट खेला मोहम्मद हफीज़ ने, गेंद एक बाउंस के बाद बाउंड्री लाइन पार कर गई। वो एक जमूद सा जो बना हुआ था उसे तोड़ने के लिए ज़रूरी था कि आहनी हाथ दिखाते मोहम्मद हफीज़। उन्होंने अपना तीसरा चौका लगाया, पहला चौका लगाया राधा।
शानदार शॉट थी, बिलावल भट्टी ने लेंथ बॉल दी और ये एरिया उनका बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, अच्छी एलिवेशन, 1 बाउंस 4 रन्स। और जिस तरह की इनिंग्स हमने पिछली दफ़ा मैच में देखी हफीज़ की, 25 बॉलों पे 35 बल्कि 45 रन बनाए, और अगर आज वो चल गए तो केपी के लिए बहुत फ़ायदेमंद साबित होगा।
ये दोनों बैट्समैन और बिलावल भट्टी ये एक दूसरे को जानते और पहचानते हैं। हफीज़ गलती कर बैठे, लेकिन बाल बाल बचे, खुशनसीबी के 4 रन उनको मिल गए। भाई किस्मत यावरी नहीं कर रही बिलावल के साथ, 40 पर 1। दो ओवर्स किए पवेलियन एंड से, राहत अली ने 20 रन दिए और 1 विकेट हासिल की। अब उनकी जगह पर लेग स्पिनर आएंगे बॉलिंग करने के लिए, जाहिद महमूद। ये मैच रेफरी हैं इस वक्त, और साथ साथ उनके टेलीविज़न अंपायर हैं कैसर वहीद। एक बॉल
भाई
17 गेंदों में 14 रन बनाए पावर प्ले खेलते हुए मोहम्मद रिजवान ने। जाहिर है सोचने की ज़रूरत है। अब देखना ये कि ये जो नॉन पावर प्ले का मरहला है इसमें इनको सिंगल्स तो मिलेंगे, लेकिन शायद सिंगल से काम बनने वाला नहीं है। जो उस सूरत में मोहम्मद हफीज़ पे बहुत ज़्यादा दबाव आ जाएगा।
रिजवान स्पिनर्स पे अटैक अच्छा करते हैं, मोहम्मद हफीज़ की जो काबिलियत है वो सब वाकिफ़ है उससे। मेरे ख्याल है कि अभी फ़िलहाल अच्छी पार्टनरशिप चल रही है दोनों के दरमियान, फील्ड खुली है, कहीं ना कहीं बाउंड्री ऑप्शन पर ज़रूर जाएंगे।
इनसाइड आउट, ये बड़ा उम्दा स्ट्रोक था। छक्का लगा दिया रिजवान ने अगेंस्ट द रन ऑफ प्ले। विद द स्पिन खेला गया शॉट उनका।
इंतहाई खूबसूरत शॉट रिजवान का। अभी बात कर रहे थे कि स्पिनर्स को अच्छा खेलते हैं, थोड़ा सा रूम दिया लेग स्पिनर पे और एक्स्ट्रा कवर के ऊपर से छक्का लगाना आसान नहीं होता। शानदार शॉट रिजवान।
कदमों का अच्छा इस्तेमाल था, बिल्कुल गेंद की पिच तक आ गए थे। उसके बाद इसे उठाया। अच्छी बैटिंग। ये पार्टनरशिप बड़ी अहमियत रखती है। रिजवान अब सेट हो गए हैं तो इन्हें सर पर जाना चाहिए, तो मिडिल ऑर्डर पर दबाव आ जाता है। हमने देख लिया था पिछले 2 दिन मैचेस हुए हैं, अगर टॉप 3 में से कोई बैट्समैन इनिंग्स को कैरी नहीं करता तो मुश्किल हो जाता है टीमों का जीतना।
ज़्यादातर देखने में यही आया है कि जो सेटल हो गए हैं वो पूरा इनिंग्स को
पुल किया, वहां पर अच्छी कोशिश की खुशदिल शाह ने, आखिर में बाउंड्री बचाने कैच की तरफ बढ़े थे। अच्छी फील्डिंग कही जाएगी।
बिल्कुल अच्छी फील्डिंग थी। 50 रन केपी ने मुकम्मल किए हैं। थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि अब एक्सीलेट करना चाह रहे हैं मोहम्मद हफीज और रिजवान, जो कि करना भी चाहिए।
इस बार बड़े दिलकश तरीके से खेलने में कामयाब हुए। बिल्कुल कुव्वत सर्फ नहीं की, गेंद का इंतजार किया स्पिन होने का और तेज से विकेट कीपर के ग्लव्स के सामने से निकाला। रिजवान ने इस ओवर में चौका और छक्का लगाया और 50 54 पर है।
रिजवान सिर्फ टाइम किया इस बॉल को। बहुत खूबसूरत चौका था, आउटसाइड ऑफ टर्म जाहिद महमूद की बॉल। अच्छा लेट खेले बहुत और आउटफील्ड का फायदा और पेस का फायदा उठाते हुए 4 रन हासिल किए।
मुल्तान क्रिकेट स्टेडियम में आज चौथा दिन है नेशनल T20 चैंपियनशिप का। फखर जमान इस मैच में आउट होने वाले इकलौते बैट्समैन हैं। साहिबजादा फरहान, शुएब मलिक ये आपको मिडिल ऑर्डर में नज़र आएंगे। इफ्तिखार अहमद के साथ कोई तब्दीली नहीं की केपी ने अपनी टीम में। सदर्न पंजाब की टीम में 2 तब्दीलियां हैं। सैफ बदर वापस आए हैं, राहत अली वो भी अपना पहला मैच खेल रहे हैं। हुसैन तलत इसी एंड से ही ज़्यादातर बॉलिंग करते हुए दिखाई दिए, मीडिया सेंटर एंड से। इस पिच से इनको खातिर खा मदद मिली नहीं है हुसैन तलत को। लेकिन आज एक अच्छी खबर है कि अभी तक ड्यू के आसार नहीं हैं कल की निस्बत। कल दिन को लू चल रही थी, रात को ओस रही, आज दिन को गर्म मौसम था, हवा चली नहीं दोपहर के वक्त।
बिल्कुल आज इस तरह तवक्को की जा रही थी, कल एक तरह से झटका लगा कैप्टन्स को, सोचने पे मजबूर हुए कि सेकंड मैच में ड्यू फैक्टर को काउंट किया जाएगा, लेकिन आज उस तरह से देखने को नहीं मिली। लेकिन फिर भी सदर्न पंजाब ने टॉस जीत के पहले बॉलिंग का फैसला किया। थोड़ी बहुत मौजूद ज़रूर है लेकिन कल की मिकदार की कम है। ड्यू की जहाँ तक बात कर रहे हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं बॉलर्स को ख़तरा ज़रूर देती है, लेकिन अगर मैं बैटिंग साइड की बात करूं फ़ायदा भी है, थोड़ा सा नुकसान भी है। बॉल नरम हो जाता है, उस तरह बैट पे आता नहीं है, बड़ी शॉट्स नहीं मारी जाती। पिछले कल के मैच में देखने को मिला कि बॉल चेंज किया गया, तो कहीं ना कहीं दोनों टीम्स का ज़्यादा नुकसान बॉलर्स का है, लेकिन बैटर्स को भी टाइम करने में मुश्किल होती है।
मोहम्मद हफीज़ ने चेक कर लिया, पहले गेंद को स्कूप करने के लिए गए थे, लेकिन आखिरी मौके पर जब देखा कि इस पोजीशन में नहीं है, वहीं पर रेड अपने बल्ले को डेड कर दिया।
एक सीनियर और मैच्योर बैटर्स की यही निशानी होती है कि अगर माइंड आपने बना भी लिया है कि शॉट खेलनी है, अगर वहाँ बॉल नहीं मिली तो आप काउंटर अटैक ज़रूर करते हैं, दूसरी शॉट पे जाते हैं।
मिड ऑफ एक्स्ट्रा कवर, ये दो फील्डर दायरे के अंदर हैं। स्लो बॉल बाउंसर मोहम्मद हफीज माने हुए क्रिकेटर हैं, 16 साल से खेल रहे हैं। सरगोदा से इनका ताल्लुक है, लेकिन ये पैदा लाहौर में हुए थे, रंग महल के इलाके में। वो जो अयाज का जिक्र मिलता है महमूद के साथ, वो अयाज का मकबरा है वहाँ रंग महल में, जो जाए पैदाइश है मोहम्मद हफीज़ की।
T20 में रंगे गए हैं अब।
बीस गेंदों में 30 रन की पार्टनरशिप हुई है, लेकिन अभी तक शान मसूद मुतमईन होंगे अपने बॉलर्स की कारकर्दगी से। लेकिन उनके फील्डर्स की कारकर्दगी जो है वो काबिल सताइश नहीं। बॉलिंग कमज़ोर कह सकते हैं कि ये एक वीकर सूट है। सदर्न पंजाब का भी सेंट्रल पंजाब की तरह, उसे आज मजबूत करने के लिए राहत अली को लाया गया, तो ये अच्छा फैसला था।
राहत अली का एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ज़्यादा है, लेकिन T20 की बात करें स्पेशली इस तरह की टेक पे, तो एक गैम्बल है। अगर स्विंग मिल गया तो बहुत अच्छे। थोड़ा सा मुझे उमर खान को ना खिलाने पे ताज्जुब हुआ।
58 पर 1। बॉलर्स को हमने एक्शन में देखा है। राहत अली वाहिद विकेट टेकर हैं। इरफान ने अच्छा स्पेल किया, 2 ओवर्स में उन्होंने 9 डॉट डिलीवरीज फेंकी। इससे ज़्यादा नपी तोली बॉलिंग की आप तवक्को नहीं कर सकते पावर प्ले में। बिलावल भट्टी भी अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहे थे, लेकिन किस्मत बिजावरी नहीं की।
थोड़ा सा इधर हो जा।
बड़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग का मुजाहरा, बाहर से बाहर गेंद को टर्न कराया, बिल्कुल मजबूर कर दिया बैट्समैन को कि अपने शॉट को चेक करें। जाहिद ने, ये बहुत अंडररेटेड क्रिकेटर हैं, उनकी PSL के लिए सिलेक्शन हुई थी, लेकिन कम मैचेस मिले जाहिद को। नेशनल T20 कप में फैसलाबाद में जहाँ बैटिंग का दौर चल रहा था, इन्होंने 9 खिलाड़ियों को आउट किया था। अब्दुल कादिर इन्हें बहुत पसंद करते थे, ये उनके कैंप में आए थे नेशनल क्रिकेट एकेडमी में एक ज़माने में। और ये कैच गिरा दिया विकेट कीपर ने, मुश्किल कैच था फखर जमान का। इससे पहले कैच गिराया, पिछले मैच में भी एक गलती की थी विकेटों के पीछे जीशान ने।
ये चांसेस T20 में देने जो हैं वो सुसाइड के बराबर हैं, और वो भी हफीज जैसे प्लेयर को। स्टंपिंग का भी चांस था, कैच भी ड्रॉप हुआ।
और ये बहुत ज़्यादा शॉर्ट गेंद थी, सनसनीखेज छक्का हफीज ने लगाया। मोहम्मद हफीज का अगर आप कैच गिराएंगे तो वो गेंद को बाउंड्री के बाहर गिराएंगे। ये टक सिक्सर था।
शॉर्ट बॉल एक तरह से फ्री हिट थी बिल्कुल ही मोहम्मद हफीज के लिए। पुल करने का शौक है उन्हें, और शॉर्ट पिच बॉल उनको इस तरह की लेंथ पे कोई मुसीबत नहीं देती। एक बहुत बड़ा छक्का, और मोहम्मद हफीज का ये कैच कितना महंगा पड़ा ये अगली बॉल पे ही पता चल गया।
यहाँ वर्ल्ड कप 2019 में नॉटिंघम में मोहम्मद हफीज़ का जेसन रॉय ने एक कैच गिरा दिया था, और उसके बाद आदिल रशीद और मोइन अली शामत उनको भुगतना पड़ी थी। मैन ऑफ द मैच करार आए थे।
ये पार्टनरशिप बहुत ज़रूरी है केपी के लिए, क्योंकि अगर उनकी बैटिंग लाइनअप पे नज़र डालें, एक बार हफीज़ की बैट इस कैच पे नज़र डालते हैं, कैच ड्रॉप और फिर स्टंपिंग का चांस भी था।
जी हाँ, यहाँ पर बैट्समैन को स्टंप करने का भी मौका था। अगर एक कैच गिरने के बाद गेंद इनके आसपास रहती। 9 ओवर्स मुकम्मल हो गए, 67 पर है। एक विकेट के नुकसान पर पार्टनरशिप अब आगे बढ़ रही है। सदर्न पंजाब की अपनी गलतियों की बदौलत दोनों बैट्समैनों को एक एक जिंदगी मिल चुकी है। मोहम्मद हफीज़ एक ही गेंद पर पिछले ओवर में दो तरह से आउट होने से बचे थे। जीशान जो कि पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम के लिए जो T20 की सिलेक्शन है उस दौड़ में भी शामिल हैं। आज भी जो अखबारात में खबरें शाया हुई हैं उनके मुताबिक मिसबाउल हक ने जो जिम्बाब्वे के खिलाफ होम सीरीज़ है 3 T20 मैचेस की जो कि रावलपिंडी में खेले जाने हैं अगले महीने, उनके लिए इब्तदाई मुशावरत मुकम्मल की है और ज़ेर गौर है इनका नाम। लेकिन अगर ये ऐसी गलतियाँ करेंगे विकेट के पीछे तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाएगा सेलेक्टर्स के लिए भी। फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया, एक और जोरदार छक्का मोहम्मद हफीज़ का। अब जख्मों पर नमक छिड़कना शुरू कर दिया है मोहम्मद हफीज़ ने फील्डिंग टीम की।
सैंतलत लेंथ फिर पीछे की, एक कदम बाहर मोहम्मद हफीज़ और काफ़ी कदम बाहर बाउंड्री से बॉल जाके गिरी। जिस तरह की फॉर्म में ये हैं, इस तरह की विकेट पे इस तरह की लेंथ देना मेरी समझ से बाहर है।
और जानते हैं मोहम्मद हफीज़ के हुसैन तलत ज़्यादा तेज़ बॉलर नहीं, इसलिए स्पिनर्स की तरह ही ट्रीट किया उन्हें क्रीज से बाहर निकलते हुए। लॉन्ग ऑन वाइड डीप मिड विकेट, डीप बैकवर्ड स्क्वायर लेग, और हफीज़ ने एक और छक्का लगा दिया। ये 26वां छक्का है इस 2020 के साल में मोहम्मद हफीज़ का। ये 10 दरख्त जो हैं ये लगाए जाएंगे मोहम्मद हफीज़ के इस छक्के पर।
मोहम्मद हफीज़, ये छक्का पिछले वाले से भी ज़्यादा लंबा था, ज़्यादा ऊंचा गया और दूर गिरा, और जाना भी चाहिए था जिस तरह की बॉल थी। बैटिंग प्रैक्टिस हो रही है मोहम्मद हफीज़ की। हुसैन तलत क्या सोच के क्या बॉलिंग करा रहे हैं, अभी तक सदर्न पंजाब के बॉलर्स को नहीं समझ आ सकी कि किस लेंथ पे बॉल करानी है,
और अपने तजुर्बे को बिल्कुल बरूए कार ला रहे हैं। पिछली गेंद पर चार्ज किया था, जानते थे कि इस बार लेंथ मिलेगी, इसलिए क्रीज का इस्तेमाल किया। और अब इस मैच का नक्शा बदला नज़र आ रहा है। 10वां ओवर ख़त्म होने से पहले रन बनाने की औसत तो 8 से आगे निकल गई है। तो क्या गेंद ज़्यादा ऊपर लगी थी बल्ले के।
बिल्कुल पिछली बार हफीज़ 50 रन नहीं बना सके, इस बार उनकी पूरी कोशिश होगी कि स्टार्ट मिल गया है, स्कोर को कन्वर्ट किया जाए एक बड़े स्कोर में। और ये पार्टनरशिप बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अभी तक आने वाले खुश दिलशाह हैं, शुएब मकसूद हैं,
ये एजाज चीमा हैं जो असिस्टेंट कोच हैं अब्दुर्रहमान के और सदर्न पंजाब की टीम के। खुश नहीं होंगे। फैसल रॉय हैं, ये एनालिस्ट हैं। काफ़ी अरसे से अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। फैसल रॉय भी इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के साथ भी थे PSL सीज़न 1 में। यही वो ज़्यादातर मरहला होता है जहां इनके बॉलर्स की गिरफ्त ढीली पड़ती है, शान मसूद की परेशानियां बढ़ती हैं। ये पार्टनरशिप जिसमें 33 गेंदों में 56 रन्स बने हैं, ये बड़ी हद तक क्लिक कर चुकी है।
दोनों अच्छी फॉर्म में, रिजवान और मोहम्मद हफीज़। अच्छी पार्टनरशिप डेवलप हो गई सदर KP के लिए, और इस वक्त चार्ज जो है वो लिया जा रहा है। जो लूज बॉल्स हैं ये यकीन के साथ शॉट्स खेली जा रही है, वो बाउंड्री से बाहर ही जाएं। सदर्न पंजाब के लिए मुश्किलात अभी हैं। हुसैन तलत ऐसा कोई बॉलिंग में कामयाब नहीं नज़र आए, थोड़ी सी मुश्किलात का सामना होना रहा है, स्ट्रगल करते रहे अभी तक।
लेट कट किया हफीज़ ने, 1 रन लेकर स्ट्राइक अपने पास रखा। रिजवान पर दबाव बिल्कुल ख़त्म कर दिया है हफीज़ के छक्कों ने। 83 पर 1।
Khyber Pakhtunkhwa made a real comeback. Hafiz, since he's come in, it's looked a different ball game. Fakhr Zaman and Rizwan were finding it difficult, couldn't time the ball, but Hafiz is in such good form. It's like the drone pictures we're seeing. He's seeing the balls exactly like that, crystal clear. 35 of just 18. 83 in the first 10. Irfan being brought back in the attack. Shan Masood realizing that if they don't get Hafiz now, he can take the game away very quickly. 16 of that last over.
That's right, Bazin. Have no fear when Hafiz is here. White ball by Irfan to start off this over. He's just continuing on to his good form from London, Bazin. Like, he just took the bowlers on over there, middle, everything there. Just brought his form in his luggage right here in Multan. Last inning, played really well. Set for a big score today. Big hit. Clear, just smashing it. Just look at that rotational power that he has. Just timing the ball, swinging from them hips, clearing his left front leg.
Yeah, the type of player, whenever he scores runs, they're never ugly. It's always going to be classy runs. That's just the way he plays. It's almost like it doesn't seem out of form, although he might be out of form. He doesn't seem out of form because of the way that he plays. Anyway, of late, he's batted down the order which has suited him in white ball cricket, and well, he's been around for a while, but I think still he's probably playing his best cricket in the middle order these days. An interesting decision by Southern Punjab. They're playing with one spinner, so they have to go to pace, and whenever they're going to look for a wicket, they'll have to return back to pace. Pace on the ball, I think both Rizwan and Hafiz enjoy.
I like this change, Rahat coming in this game with all his experience. Maybe Southern Punjab was expecting some dew and just spinners would just be completely neutralized. Another big hit. Looks like it's Another maximum by Mohammad Hafiz. Just striking it so clear, seeing the ball like a football. Man's on a mission, like I always say. It's still 10 more overs to go, Bazit. What's next?
Well, you bowl short and it's disappearing. You bowl full and it is disappearing. 89th, 6th of the tournament. And another 10 trees to be planted, courtesy PCB and Tuck.
Hafiz has brought the entertainment to Multan. Let's see how he finishes off this over. Smart play. A 6 and just rotating strike next ball. Staying composed. See, his intent is just so clear, Bazit. He's just clear-minded when he gets to bat. Anytime, let's say, Pakistan cricket team has been under pressure and he comes into bat, he doesn't waste balls. He likes to take the game on. He knows, but it's timed so well. Class is permanent. Rizwan with a 50 last match, and looks like he's going to get some consistent back-to-back half centuries for KP. Beautiful drive on the up. Beautiful balance. Just this pitch at Bazit is just so beautiful. All he had to do was just wait for the ball, got some room, and just placed it in the gap for 4 runs.
Yeah, pace on the ball, pace coming on nicely to the bat. Both Rizwan and
Placed it in the gap for 4 runs.
yeah, pace on the ball, pace coming on nicely to the bat. Both Rizwan and Hafiz liking the pace that is provided, and that's been hit down. 2 mid off to the boundary. 100 comes up, 11 gone. It's 101 for 1.
Zahid is back into the attack right now. From this end, I've noticed even in the previous match, Usman Qadir, Shadab Khan, now Zahid, all preferring this end, Bazit. I mean, he has to get a breakthrough here if Southern Punjab wants to stop the progress on the rate that KP is going at. They're looking for a big score. You reckon 200 on the boards today?
Yeah, day game 155 couldn't be chased down, and all the talk was about due, and it played a big role in Southern Punjab actually bowling first. Takes it to the leg side, another boundary.
Hafiz is in his bag. His mood is just on. He just wants to hit every ball. He's just getting those gaps, took it on, swept it well. Clear boundary, see where the fielder is. If it's in the gap, if it's middle, it will be 4 off of Hafiz's bat. Looking for 2 right there, Bazil. Looking for 2 runs, but stopped by Rizwan. Could have been, but nice placement right at extra cover. Look for 1. Hafiz is not happy. He wanted that 2nd run. Looking fit, Bazil.
Yeah, he's going to turn 40 this month. Last 5 games, he's hit 17 sixes, so no problem there. We've heard, well, people say that your reflexes get slow as you age, but I think his reflexes have improved, his pull shot has improved, and he's hitting them out of the park every time.
Wait, what did you say? Last 5 matches, how many sixes, Bazil?
About 17.
I want to have what he's having for breakfast.
Well, I thought everybody was coming to you to ask for what we should have. No carbs, more protein, and now you want Hafiz. Okay.
Swang hard right there. 49 for Hafiz. Well, whatever I'm having, I guess, is not working. I want to see what's there, Bazil. Just eating, just feeling powerful, dribbling the ball. Just manages playing well. He just wants to get runs. The older he's getting, the more he wants to perform.
Is that gone the distance? Yes, Rizwan joins the party. Comes down the track, lofts it over long off.
Rizwan says, whatever you can do, Hafiz, but I can do better. Big maximum by Rizwan, looking for another half century. Came down the track, gave himself a little bit room. Zaid was trying to attack the wicket right there and just cleared his arms for a good hit over long off. 10 more trees, Tuck and PCB will donate and plant all over Pakistan. Beautiful.
Single to end the 12th. It's 114, 115 for one. Partnership 89. Fourth batsman on 49. He's just faced 24 deliveries, and South Punjab in danger of being batted out of the game. This partnership is ominous. 46 balls, 89, and the way Hafiz has taken off. If he goes on for, well, 3-4 overs, I think 200 more.
KP's batting is looking dangerous, Baz. The last two games, you got to notice how all their batsmen are on point. They're getting those runs. They're looking dangerous more. This season is going to go on. 50 for Rizwan, and he's running hard that first one. And Hafiz says no. Well played from Mohammad Rizwan. Captain leading from the front. 35 ball 50 once again. 8 more overs to go. I'm sure he wants to cash in big.
Promoting himself up the order. After that first game, he's started to open, and it's paid dividends. 35 deliveries, 2 sixes. Slightly overshadowed by the power hitting of Hafiz, but the contribution is still so very important for KP. Now it's Hafiz's turn, 49. Quick single, and that'll be Hafiz's 50 off. Just 25 deliveries. It's been a classy knock, third 50 in 5 knocks. But the way that he's batting, it's almost like the professor is showing the students how it's done.
Just entertained, Bazil. 8 overs to go with the star-studded lineup KP has. Looks like today. Plus. I mean, Southern Punjab is just looking a little flat. Yes, there's a partnership on, but they need to find a wicket here or look for some dot balls at least. Running the first one hard, turned, and Hafiz says no. Hafiz maybe wants to keep some strike right now, Bazil.
Problem now for Southpin's due to form, because I think it was the easier option to actually bowl first, and they went there. But they've run into red-hot Hafiz and Rizwan, who's batting well. And if they finish well, KP, it might be that they make such a big score that they, even in the first innings, they just batted the opposition out of it. He's trying to go down the ground. Best thing about Hafiz is he has a couple of options. He sets up, long off. He's the target now if it's full. And because he's in such good form with the pull shot, the short ball is not going to matter. So anything that's pitched up, he's going to try and hit over mid-off.
Hopefully Rahat can bowl to his field where he's got protection. But Multan has always been a batting paradise. High scores have always been made. 180 has been average over here, yeah? There he goes for another one. It looks like it's in the middle, and that's 4 runs for Hafiz. Tally it up. He's on fire today, Bazit. He does just not want to stop batting and bat more and just keep going.
Once that pull shot is working, there's not a lot of option for the faster men to go to. Once they go back of a length, he's just going to take it on. And if you go full, he's targeting the offside. So slow one, maybe actually bang it in and bowl the bouncer. Make him play the hook shot rather than the pull shot. But everything working in sync for Hafiz.
It's just sitting nice and juicy for Hafiz right there. Doesn't it feel so good when you're off 50, you played well?
Well, I wouldn't know because I've never struck the ball so well as Hafiz is. 122 for 1. Well, social distancing not being practiced right there, right on the roof. I don't think they've got the message. Anyway, it's back to this partnership, this show which Hafiz and Rizwan have put on. 96 of just 52.
There you go, that's a dot ball to start off the over. It looks like Zaid got hit a little bit, but he's a strong lad. He's bowled well, he's improved a lot, tremendously the last 5 years. Masood has to think out of the box right now. Maybe a part-timer in to come and bowl to get a wicket because their main bowlers are right now struggling, but they really got to stop these runs.
Goes leg side, hits the gap, another boundary. 100 partnership also brought up with that slog sweep to the leg side. Rizwan 55, and it just seems as if everything that's being hit has ended up in the fence.
I can see how Zaid is just trying to that's up in the air. Shan Masood is underneath it. And that, oh, good second hand, good grab right there. That's the catch they needed right there. As you can see by the celebration of Southern Punjab, they're feeling a little down. But this is the time when a partnership breaks to get another early wicket. As you see, ball in the air. Shan got underneath it. Slipped a bit, but then second attempt, got it cleanly.
Captain walks back. It's well, a big wicket, but I think the damage has been done. Out for 55. Saad Mahmood gets his man in the end. And Rizwan, well, he's made sure that KP's got the foundation for a huge total. It's 126 for 2.
Young Iftikhar Ahmed is at the crease. He played beautifully last match. Just seeing how he just started off his inning, Bazid. He got a couple of balls on the up, high elbow, 4 down the ground, gives a lot of confidence. I just saw some clean hitting by Iftikhar Ahmed yesterday. And KP is in a good situation right now with wickets being in hand. 126 for 2, 3 balls to go this over. I'm sure Iftikhar can come settle in. And this is the mistake that CP kind of made in the last match. That Multan being such a batting friendly pitch and a stadium. And they needed those wickets in hand last match if they wanted to win that game with 155 total. But reckon, what do you think, Bazid? 190, 200?
Short and dismissed. Keep bowling there, you keep disappearing. No ground big enough for Hafiz, either in England or Pakistan.
Big hit by Hafiz has gone into the stands. Usually there's crowd right there to give the ball back, but now they're gonna go get it themselves. He's just hitting it so cleanly, like just free of mind. There's no tension in his body. He's seen this before. He's seen enough short balls before. Now he's just displacing it wherever he wants in this cricket ground. Zamir Haidar's just gonna inspect the ball real quick. Looks like dew is a factor now, because you can see after every ball they're trying to dry it up, and Zahid has not been able to grip it properly, this ball. Kind of been expensive today, 1 for 47. Tough luck for the bowlers so far. Ten more trees under Mohammad Hafiz's name. Great initiative by Tuck and PCB for planting all these trees. It looks like Hafiz wants to add not just 10, 20, 30 more, the way he's going today. 60 of 29. 200 looks like it's on the board, but right now, if Hafiz stays, 210 right there. Be a tough task for Southern Punjab and Shah Masood to tackle second inning, but it looks like an entertaining game. The pitch looks nice and flat. Outfield is quick. Even Southern Punjab has some good hitters, and Hussain Talat, Zishan, Ashraf Shan, anchors the inning really well. This game is all about partnerships. While they check the ball, Bazid, in the end, look at how Hafiz came in, took the pressure off instantly. But if you want to chase this target, Southern Punjab, whenever they get the opportunity after controlling some damage right now, will be that if they can build up on their partnership, if 200 can be put on the board, they can also chase it. They can also put more runs there in the second inning. There will be a target right in front of them. Pitch is easy to bat on. We should not underestimate KP's bowling strength. Shaheen Shah Afridi taking 5 wickets in the last inning. Junaid Khan playing today, but they got a couple of good spin options right there too, Bazid. But in the end, T20, it's anyone's game, whoever builds in with the momentum.
Mohammad Hafiz, he's just come in and smashed it all around the park. Well, he's not even let it touch the park. He's hit it out of the ground every time. Magnificent pull shot. The pull shot he's been sitting on, and he's smashed it out of the ground every time. Green, but ability to just swivel on that pull shot and get so much power and be able to hit it out of the ground time and time again. Here, most for any Pakistani batsman. Just overtaking Shadab, but I can tell you this thing, that when Hafiz hits a 6, it's always very classy. It's not muscle, it's just pure timing. Successful over, but still 12 off. It's 134 for 2.
Bazid, looks like Mohammad Irfan is back on the bowling side. Mohammad Irfan has struggled a little bit, but in the end, all bowlers have on this pitch today. But a wicket here, if Iftikhar is new in, he's not settled in, he's on his zone yet. A couple of good balls, maybe he'll play a rash shot. Iftikhar has to start right on the money.
Last two games, Southern Punjab have conceded 200, and it looks like they're on course to make it 3-3. At least they're consistent in that manner.
How beautiful would it be for us to watch this game today with Southern Punjab actually maybe chasing down 200, Bazid. It's been low-scoring games the last 2-3 games, but this looks like a good pitch. There's dew on the ground. They got good hitters in the team. If someone can just be set and just play 20 overs, if their power play is going to be starting good, maybe there is a chase on board. Maybe. You never know. Cricket is a funny game.
Yeah, maybe after the package that you watched, the pulls to the leg side, maybe it's a ploy to just bowl fuller if you want to get hit down the ground, because there's been no chance with Hafiz when the ball's been dropped short. So he'll farm around the wicket. Maybe it's a ploy now to maybe bowl outside off some and try and push the length further up.
Hafiz got those Popeye type wrists and biceps, Bazil, not gonna lie. Beautifully placed, over point, 4-4s, short and wide. All he had to do was wait for the ball. He's just picking his areas, having fun with his batting today. Like I was saying, Bazil, Mohammad Hafiz, when he made his comeback in that England ODI tour, having averaged 18 in 80 ODI matches, his comeback is such an inspiration, only because once he made that comeback in the team with his bowling and his batting, he never looked back. He looked like a guy with intent. He looked more positive with his attitude. And once he did make that comeback years ago in that England tour, just different player altogether.
Talked about his Popeye wrist. I think you found the secret. He just eats spinach. So all of the crew that's wondering about how to get to top fitness, it's just about eating spinach. I think Razak ate a lot of spinach and that didn't go too well. Well, if his form, 570 runs. Only Babar Azam has more T20 runs than Hafiz this year. That's 706. But I'm guessing Hafiz has done this at a better strike rate.
Good little single, everybody being on the circle. An easy single for Iftikhar right there. Yes, talking about Hafiz, playing new role down the order, playing limited balls. 143 strike rate, Mohammad Hafiz. Just dealing in boundaries, man. Just all he wants to do is hit these sixes. He's clear-minded. When I talk about clear, as a batsman, when you visualize, when you think about batting, you think a lot. He shows that he's just clear-minded, watching the ball, hitting the ball.
$15 gone, it's 142 for 2.
मोहम्मद हफीज़ के पास सेंचुरी बनाने का मौका है। अभी भी 5 ओवर्स रहते हैं। ये आप देख सकते हैं, ये जो बड़ी-बड़ी आपको ये इमारतें नज़र आ रही हैं, ये इनमें से ज़्यादातर मोहम्मद हफीज़ के छक्कों की बदौलत हैं। शुरू में फ़खर जमान ने बाउंड्रीज लगाई थी, लेकिन उनके आउट होने के बाद मोहम्मद हफीज़ ने चार्ज संभाला रिजवान के आउट होने के बाद अभी भी नाबाद हैं 67 रन पर। और बहुत आसानी के साथ इससे पहले इस इलाके में छक्के लगा रहे थे, लेकिन ये अच्छा कैच लिया, दूर से दौड़ते हुए आए, तवाज़ुन बरकरार रखने में भी कोई मुश्किल पेश नहीं आई खुशदिल को। अहम कामयाबी हफीज से अपनी टीम को छुटकारा दिलाया।
बैक ऑफ द हैंड बॉल कराया था तलत ने और फाइनली सदर्न पंजाब के बॉलर्स को सुकून का सांस आया होगा। हफीज डिसअपॉइंटेड होंगे, उनकी फेवरेट शॉट थी, बाउंड्री के बाहर नहीं भेज सके, लेकिन एक शानदार इनिंग्स मोहम्मद हफीज की केपी के लिए और अपनी टीम के लिए। बहुत उम्दा खेले आज।
67 रन बनाए हफीज ने 142 पर 3। एक और वेटरन आ रहे हैं, शुएब मलिक आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चलते हुए। हफीज क्या शुएब मलिक एक ऐसे मौके पर आए हैं जब कम ओवर्स बाकी रह गए हैं, ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं ले सकते, उनके पास मौका है अभी भी 190-200 रन तक पहुंचने का, क्योंकि 7 विकेटें हाथ में हैं। ये एक ऐसी बॉलिंग लाइनअप है जो पहले दोनों मैचों में 2 बार 200 कंसीड कर चुकी।
शुएब मलिक में भी अहलियत है, बहुत लंबे छक्के मारते हैं, इंटरनेशनल T20 लीग्स खेल चुके हैं, परफॉर्म कर चुके हैं पाकिस्तान के लिए भी, और ये कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि ये स्टेज उनके हिसाब से भी सेट है।
ये देखिए इस बार अपनी रफ्तार में रद्दोबदल किया था और मोहम्मद हफीज़ को क्योंकि पेस नहीं मिली इसलिए फासला भी नहीं मिला, बिल आखिर कैच कर लिया गया। हुसैन तलत ने सुख का सांस लिया। दो इंटरनेशनल जो क्रिकेटर हैं केपी के पार्टनरशिप के बाद आउट हुए, 2 मजीद यहाँ पर हैं और ये कैच ले लिया इरफान ने। आप तवक्को नहीं करते कि इरफान इतना ज़्यादा झुककर ऐसी कोशिश करेंगे, लेकिन यहाँ क्योंकि विकेटों की ज़रूरत है तो इफ्तिखार अहमद के पार्टनर आउट हो गए, शुएब मलिक।
सदर्न पंजाब के लिए एक और विकेट और हुसैन तलत की स्लो बॉल फिर काम लाई, अच्छी स्लो बॉल कराई थी, उसको खेलना चाह रहे थे बिहाइंड स्क्वायर, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा कैच मोहम्मद इरफान का, डिप कर गया था, फिर भी मालूम थी इस विकेट की अहमियत और एक शानदार कैच। शुएब मलिक को डगआउट वापस जाना पड़ेगा, स्कोरर्स को तंग किए बगैर।
आ गए, आज उन्हें बैटिंग में प्रमोशन मिल गई। बार जब वहाब रियाज इन दोनों टीमों के मैच में खेले थे तो इन्होंने नुमाइंदगी की थी साधारण पंजाब की फैसलाबाद में, आज उसी टीम के खिलाफ खेल रहे हैं। उनके आने का सबब ये शुएब मलिक का हुक शॉट था। ये देखिए 7-1 के हैं मोहम्मद इरफान, लेकिन अच्छा कैच ले लिया, काबिल सताइश है उनकी कोशिश।
बिल्कुल इस तरह की एफर्ट्स अगर फील्ड में दी जाएं तभी आप ब्रेक थ्रूज ले सकते हैं अपनी टीम के लिए। बहुत शानदार कैच था, 2 विकेट्स जल्दी गिरी केपी के लिए। अब फिर से रिबिल्डिंग प्रोसेस शुरू होगा।
हालांकि मोहम्मद इरफान के लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल होता है ऊपर से नीचे आना, ज़मीन तक आना, लेकिन हर वक्त उनके हाथों अच्छी टाइमिंग थी। काफ़ी हद तक मुदावा किया है हुसैन तलत ने। पिछले मैच इस मैच में इब्तिदा में जो उनकी कारकर्दगी थी उस एतबार से अब उनके फिगर्स अच्छे लग रहे हैं। तीसरा ओवर है, 22 रन देकर 2 विकेटें ली हैं और ये मुश्किल ओवर्स हैं। 15 से ये 16 से ये 20 का मरहला होता है। यहाँ पर दूसरा रन मिलना चाहिए। इफ्तिखार अहमद, वहाब रियाज, दो बिल्कुल तरोताज़ा बैट्समैन विकेट पर। और कोशिश यही होनी चाहिए कि इनको 180-185 तक महदूद किया जाए।
दोनों वहाब रियाज और इफ्तिखार बड़ी हिट्स लगा फॉर्म इस वक्त है। इनकी कोशिश होगी कि जितना मैक्सिमाइज कर सकें एंड के ओवर्स करें। हुसैन तलत काफ़ी अच्छी वेरिएशन यूज़ की और सही लाइन लेंथ पे यूज़ की, ये सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी था और उनकी कामयाबी का राज भी।
उम्दा बॉलिंग हुसैन तलत की, उनका कामयाब ओवर खत्म हुआ 146 पर जा। चार ओवर्स का खेल बाकी रह गया है। बिलावल भट्टी को देखा जा सकता है इस वक्त बॉलिंग के निशान पर पवेलियन एंड से। बिलावल भट्टी के 2 ओवर्स बाकी रहते हैं और ये शानदार चौका लगा दिया। बिलावल भट्टी की रफ्तार की बिल्कुल परवाह नहीं की, सामने आए और खूबसूरती के साथ प्लेस करने में कामयाब हुए वहाब रियाज।
4 रन का इजाफा केपी के स्कोर में, थोड़ा सा आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप था और शानदार शॉट मारी वहाब रियाज ने। बैटिंग की पूरी सलाहियत रखते हैं, बड़ी हिट्स मार सकते हैं, अलॉन्ग द ग्राउंड भी खेल सकते हैं। शानदार गैप हासिल करके 4 रन।
वहाब रियाज अच्छे क्रिकेटर हैं। जब हम क्रिकेटर की बात करते हैं तो उसमें बैटिंग, बॉलिंग, फील्डिंग के तीनों शोबे आ जाते हैं। अच्छा बाउंस मिला। इस पिच में फास्ट बॉलर अगर एफर्ट करे तो उसके लिए मौके मौजूद हैं। इस टीम के खिलाफ जब आखिरी बार खेले थे तो 17 गेंदों में 42 रन, बल्कि इस टीम के लिए जब खेले थे साधारण पंजाब के लिए फैसलाबाद में केपी के खिलाफ इन्होंने 17 गेंदों में 42 रन बनाते दिए थे। लेकिन अब वफादारियां तब्दील हो गई, आज केपी के लिए खेल रहे हैं। अच्छा पुल शॉट, लेकिन बिलावल भट्टी उनके साथ बहुत क्रिकेट खेल चुके हैं, इसलिए सही जगह पर उन्होंने सैफ बदर को खड़ा किया हुआ है वाइड डीप मिड विकेट पर। वहाब रियाज की हम बैटिंग की बात कर रहे थे। डर्बी शायर के लिए वनडे 1 डाउन भी खेल चुके हैं।
इफ्तिखार इस वक्त स्ट्राइक पे मौजूद और बिलावल भट्टी की अच्छी पेस है, लेकिन अगर पेस सही लाइन लेंथ पे नहीं होगी तो नुकसान उठाना पड़ेगा। और इस वक्त केपी के बैटर्स की कोशिश होगी जितना एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकें करें।
केपी के साथ हुक किया इफ्तिखार अहमद ने, उनका पहला बड़ा स्कोरिंग शॉट। शानदार अंदाज में देखिए, तकरीबन फ्रंट फुट से ये खेलने में कामयाब हुए। बाहर देखना चाहते हैं, ये 4 हैं, ये 6 इन बाउंड्री के बाहर गिरी। ये बाउंड्री के इस बाहर गिरी है, ये 6 रन यहाँ पर इनको मिलने चाहिए। अंपायर नासिर हुसैन ने तस्दीक कर दी है इस बात की। इस तरह 10 दरख्त पीसीबी की जानिब से मजीद लगाए जाएंगे। एक और उठा हुआ शॉट, एक और सनसनीखेज छक्का इफ्तिखार अहमद का। आगे गिरी हुई गेंद थी, कोई मुश्किल पेश नहीं आई। लॉन्ग ऑफ के फील्डर की भी परवाह नहीं की।